Welcome students to the Educational Psychology 1 module. My name is Raisa Mohammed Raycliffe and I'll be your facilitator for this module over the next couple of months. This module is going to be exceptionally interesting. We'll be looking at various elements within educational psychology as well as the use of educational psychology for us within the South African context and specifically for you as teachers. So let's get started. Okay, so the purpose of this module is for us to understand the historical developments within the field of educational psychology, how it affects us that work in South African context, specifically how it affects you as teachers. We'll also importantly look at the theory that frames the work that we do, and of course, we will look at the various child development theories as well as the various domains within which development is important from birth up until 18 years. So this is going to be very interesting. We will look at the various milestones for children, what we can expect, what we will see as red flags, and what we need to look out for within our classroom space as well. Okay, so this is just an outline of what we're going to be learning about in this module. We will look again at what educational psychology is, what is the history, as we've said in the previous slide, why do we need educational psychology, and also how it helps us to improve the learning process for our learners. These are the various units we will progress through. I think that is quite an exciting journey for you, especially looking at Unit 5, because it's going to really give you some soft skills in determining whether your learners are at the appropriate level for the grade that they find themselves in or that you find them in, and in ways in which we can work with learner challenges as well. So there are various definitions of educational psychology. We'll look at this more when we get into the unit, but just some basic definitions of educational psychology. According to Skinner says educational psychology is the branch of psychology which deals with teaching and learning. So that it's very much about teaching and learning, helping learners to discover the way in which they work, helping teachers to discover the ways in which their learners work as well, looking at motivation, looking at what keeps us back, what motivates us, how your experiences in your life affect the way you learn as well. These are some of the ways in which you'll be assessed in this module. You can see that most of these have been assessments that you've completed before and that you're used to, and I'm hoping that we have a good mix of assessment types so you don't get too bored as you're completing them through the module. Your final assessment will be a video assessment, and this will entail you recording yourself explaining various tenets of educational psychology. I will provide the rubric in the next couple of months. In the next couple of weeks, and you can start working on it as soon as possible. So by the time you have to submit, you've had enough time to structure your assessment quite well. So just some important points to remember. Remember, referencing is essential. You cannot use any source of information without correctly referencing it. It could be a picture, it could be a quote. Even if it's just a reading that you've done without using any direct quotes, you need to reference your information well. Because you are so far on your educational journey, I do expect a higher standard of referencing from you, so please use your Togi guide or contact me should you require any assistance in this regard. Due dates are unmovable. Due dates need to be met, so please make sure that you are planning your work effectively. The only quote unquote reasons for late assignments will be medical certificate or a medical reason, or obviously a huge challenge in the family such as death or a sick child, etc. But these are some things you'll have to communicate with me at the time. Contact sessions, there will be 3 contact sessions for this module, but you are welcome to set up a one-on-one with me either on the Skype, Zoom, or WhatsApp platform, and I'll be happy to meet with you to work on any concerns or issues that you may have. Sources of information, please make sure you don't use one source of information. Do not use website after website after website, especially if they are not reputable websites. I will be checking up on your references to find out where you are getting your information from. So make sure you have a good mix of journals, textbooks, and reputable academic websites. Because sometimes we will use websites and the information has not been properly curated, and therefore you have information that is untrue or misleading. Lastly, you're going to be doing lots and lots and lots of reading. I know it's a skill that you've already worked on developing, but I do encourage you to do not only the reading that I've prescribed, but also reading over and above this to help you really get a good grasp and make a great effort to have a good understanding of this topic. As I said, do your own research, observe what is happening in our environment. How do you think educational psychology will be beneficial within the school environment and within our communities? Because our goal should be to be agents of social change in our communities, to create access for everybody, irrespective of the abilities or their challenges or their circumstances. Everyone should be made to feel that they belong and that they are welcome in our communities. Personally, I use various sources of information to provide the work for you, provide the information for every unit. I use YouTube videos to inform both my research as well as to upload my videos for you. I upload onto a YouTube platform. I use lots of textbooks because textbooks are a very helpful guide in determining what work has been done in a field. I use reputable academic websites, video tutorials, as well as group discussions, both with you as well as other professionals in the field who I feel can be very helpful in guiding the information I do provide for you. And then, of course, lots and lots of academic journals. Academic journals are going to be what you find in most of your modules. And this is academic work and research and study that has been done on a specific topic. And I find that they are extremely helpful in guiding us on developments in the field. I look forward to learning with you and from you. I look forward to our journey ahead. This is a very interesting subject and it is a very helpful one for teachers to become familiar with. So, this is the first step in our journey, and I look forward to journeying ahead with you. Thank you and have a lovely day.